So here you are, squeezed out into this messy world on some random farm, surrounded by your brothers and sisters, all of you looking like pink, wrinkly little potatoes with legs. Welcome to pig life, where survival is a full-time job, and being cute is your only initial defense. First things first, forget about a warm welcome. Your mom's basically a living milk machine who's more interested in not crushing you than giving you a heartfelt hug. You have about 10 seconds to find a spot to feed, or you'll end up as just another number in the tough world of piglet survival. Those first few days, it's like musical chairs, but instead of chairs, it's nipples. And instead of music, there's just a lot of squealing and pushing. Your siblings? They're not your friends. They're your competition. Every single one of them is trying to get the best spot, the most milk, the prime real estate next to mom. Some of them are so aggressive, they'll literally walk over your face to get what they want. Some days, you wonder if this is what a family reunion in a wrestling ring looks like. The hierarchy is setting up quickly. The bigger piglets push around the smaller ones. If you're on the smaller side, good luck surviving. You'll be dodging hooves, fighting for milk, and trying not to get squished by your own family. It's like being in the world's most aggressive daycare, except instead of the time out, the punishment is potentially not eating. About a week in, you start to get some personality. Your ears perk up, your eyes focus, and you realize this farm is your entire universe. It's not exactly a 5-star resort. We're talking muddy ground, limited space, and a constant soundtrack of grunts, squeals, and the occasional tractor in the distance. Your first adventure? Learning to walk. And trust me, it's not as easy at all. Your legs are like wet noodles, and every step is a potential faceplant. You wobble around like you're constantly drunk, bumping into your siblings, tripping over your own hooves. The other piglets make it look so easy, and here you are, looking like you've never seen a leg before. Milk becomes your entire world. Your mom's milk is like the ultimate source of nutrition. You learn quickly that if you don't get there fast, someone else will. Some piglets are so good at pushing their way to the milk that they could probably handle business deals before they're even a month old. As weeks pass, you start to explore. The pig pen becomes your playground and prison. Every inch is investigated, every corner sniffed. You discover mud. At first, you're hesitant. Why would anyone want to roll around in this brown, squishy stuff? But then you gave it a try, and you fell in love with it. The mud keeps you cool and protects you from sunburn and insects. Your diet starts to change. Milk is no longer your only food. The farmer starts introducing something called slop, a mixture so mysterious, so questionable, that it makes you wonder about food safety regulations. But wait a second, you're a pig. You'll eat anything. Vegetable scraps, grain leftovers, potentially something that fell on the floor 3 days ago. Bring it on. The farm becomes your entire universe. Tractors rumbling in the distance, other animals making weird noises, humans walking around doing human things. You start to understand the rhythm of farm life. Morning means feeding time, midday means napping in the sun, evening means more feeding, and night means huddling together for warmth. But underneath the routine, there's always this feeling, a sense that something's coming, that this peaceful, mud-filled existence is just a preparation for something else, something you can't quite understand yet. Your first few months are a crash course in pig survival. Learn fast, eat faster, and always, always watch your back. As you approach your teenage pig phase, which happens way faster than human teenagers, you're no longer that cute little piglet. Now you're a growing, increasingly powerful animal with an attitude to match. Your body starts changing. You're getting bigger, stronger, and definitely more opinionated. The farmer's measuring you more frequently now, and those looks are getting more calculating. You start to understand that in this world, weight is currency. Every pound you gain is another dollar in someone's pocket. The social dynamics of the pig pen become more complex. Some pigs are bullies, some are followers, and some are just trying to survive. You learn the unwritten rules. Don't mess with the biggest pig. Always know where the food is coming from, and never show weakness. It's like high school, but with more mud and fewer lockers. Your intelligence becomes both a blessing and a curse. Pigs are actually smart. You can solve puzzles, remember complex roots, and understand more than anyone gives you credit for. But in this farm, being smart just means you understand exactly how screwed you are. The breeding season arrives, and everything changes. If you're a female, congratulations. You're about to become a baby-making machine. Your entire existence narrows down to producing as many piglets as possible. The farmers will track your every heat cycle, your every pregnancy, and your every potential to produce more bacon factories. If you're a male, your options are even more limited. You're either going to become a breeding stud, which sounds fancy, but trust me, it's not, or you're marked for meat production. Neither option is particularly glamorous. The seasons become your primary calendar. Summer means desperately trying to stay cool, rolling in mud, hoping for a breeze that never seems to come. Winter means huddling together, sharing body heat, trying not to freeze your curly tail off. Every day is a new adventure in surviving extreme conditions. As you reach full size, the farm becomes less of a home and more of a waiting room. You know something's coming. The farmers' conversations change. You can sense the countdown has begun. Then comes the day you didn't know you were scared of. You're rounded up and put into a truck. This is not the field trip you were hoping for. The journey is loud, cramped, and terrifying. Dozens of pigs crammed together like fish in a can. Some are crying, some are silent. You're just trying to keep your balance as the truck rumbles on. Your final destination? Well, let's just say it's not a retirement home.